So, hello there, welcome to stage 32 of the Warhammer Stormbringer. So this is going to be a new format from this video onwards. Each magazine will be split into two. The first one will be going through the magazine, and then we will assemble the models and then give them a zenithal highlight. The second video will be painting. So let's get inside and have a look. Now this particular magazine contains 20 models. I'm not going to sit and build all 20 on camera because it's going to make the video very lengthy and very samey. So what I'll probably do is I'll build 3 of them: the leader, the musician, and the one of the rank and file. So we get 2 beautiful sprues. Absolutely fantastic. These looks quite simple actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There must be 4 other models there somewhere. 70, there's a couple there. Right, let's split that into 2 for ease. So let's have a look at the magazine. So we have 20 Moonclan shooters, and they go on about the 8 points and magic core rules. So we get stage B, Gloom Spike Gits part 3, and I think that might be a little bit more about what we're building. We've got the Varan Spear. So this is the boss traits. So again, you're rolling a 1d6 and then you get this traits. It just helps you pick a character. And then we go into unit traits. So if you rolled a 3, these shooters loose arrow after arrow with incredible speed, not even stopping to aim at the enemy. So excellent. So this is how to build them. So we've got the boss, we've got the gong basher, which is another name for a musician, and then we've got there we go. So we've got 3 like with a net, 6 with an arrow, and 8 with, looks like that, and netters. So I might just do 1 of each. And then it goes on about how to paint. So you're going to need black, auric flesh, catagon flesh, wraithbone, avalon sunset, mephiston red lead belcher, blah 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 blah, and so on and so forth. And we've got page 11 of the rules. We've got tutorials about wizards, sorry, and then we've got a little bit more information. There's another example battle there, and then we can see that's coming, a bit of gumph there. Coming in issue 33 is a Knight Judicator, so that looks like a 3 model. And then in issue 34 there'll be a base paint and a shade, Incubi Darkness, and a shade of Nuln Oil. Really good shade that is. What I used to use Nuln Oil for, I used to use when I used to do orcs. I would do some I would shade with a Nuln Oil, which is a black, and some that I would do with Reichland Flesh Tone. And is it Reichland Flesh Tone? And it just gives you the different colours. So yeah, you just sort of vary up a little bit. So obviously 34 will be a single issue. So let's get some of these made then. Okay, so I actually prepared more than I thought I was going to need, but so this is our Moonclan boss. He's going to be quite difficult. Perhaps I should have thought about painting him as sub-assemblies, but we'll get there. That'll be okay. So next up we have got the Gong Basher, which is at the basic level is a musician. It helps keep people in time, keeps them in formation. And this is our Bad Moon Icon Bearer, also known as a Standard Bearer, which gives various bonuses when they're in file. Now these haven't been named, but this is some kind of net thrower, so he's going to be fun to paint up, isn't he? The detail on that net is really nice actually. And then we have got two types of bowman archers. We've got this one, and then we've got this one. So I'm going to let them dry for a little bit longer. I'll probably make some others up while I'm waiting, and then we'll get those primed up. So one thing I've noticed is there's actually loads of spare parts. These are the parts that I clipped off as I was building them. This I thought was actually something to do with the boss, but actually it's an alternative totem for this. You can put this onto there instead of the flag, which is nice. These are a couple of spare arms that I got. I wasn't counting when I was clipping the bits off. These have actually got two kinds of bows. Let me see if I can find them. So you've got this one with his arm out a little bit further than this one. Just adds a little bit of variation, but essentially there's two. These netter things are all the same, and these archers are the same. You also get a load of shields, quite a few of those. You get these spears, more quivers, some swords there, a club. So you've got plenty of variation. You've got another kind of head, I think that's for the boss. More shields, more quivers, more spears, and I think these are very similar. Yeah, so loads of spears. So if you didn't want to do them as archers, you could actually do them as pike or spearmen. So that's good. Right, so I'm going to chop all these spare bits off, pop them into a little bag, and then we'll get on with zenithal highlighting. And as if by magic, that's those done. So this is the, let me get the names for them. This is the Moonclan boss. And once you've got that zenithal highlight on them, it really does bring the detail out. And as you can see, any errors that I've got, seam lines and things. So he's looking pretty smart, and that really does show that off. This is the Gong Basher. As I said before, he's a musician. I really do like that zenithal highlight. You can see Games Workshop. I don't know if I've said this before, but I'll probably end up saying it every video. Games Workshop models are expensive. You can buy much cheaper models, but look at that detail. It is absolutely amazing. So this is the Bad Moon Icon Bearer. Look at that. So you see that detail now pick up on the flag. That is absolutely amazing. So what I've done for the 3 troops, I've only painted the 6 of them. But I'm actually going to show you the difference between painted and unpainted. Well, primed and unprimed. So look at how that net detail is really. Can you see that? Just that looks like molded plastic, but now it actually starts to look like something. Where you've got the black bits underneath, it actually looks a little bit see-through, like there's a hole there. So this is one of the archer figures. Again, cat hair I think. Look at the arm detail. Be honest, would you have noticed the arm detail there had it not been zenithal highlighted? Bloody cat hair everywhere. There we go. Look at the face detail. These are exactly the same models. Exactly the same. no difference between them. And then lastly we've got these figures, which are beautiful. See how the Zenithals just picked up the nose and the chin. Really nice. Right guys, so we need to get these painted, so join me next week when we'll do some painting. The colours that you're going to need, you got them previous episodes. You're going to need, well, it says Abaddon black, but we don't need it because it's saying to coat it in as a base coat. We're going to need Uruk flesh, Catagan flesh, Wraithbone, Avalon Sunset, Mephiston red, Lead Belcher. Lead Belcher's always a good one. Corax white, Rune Lord brass, Agrax Earthshade, Griffcharger grey, and that's it. And then we should end up next week with something that looks a little bit like that. Okay guys, so I'll see you next week. Take care, bye bye.